Dungeons and Dragons.
And junk drawer.
Dance, dance, dance. Too much booty in the pants. Gotta dance, dance, dance all booty in the pants. Give it away because you have too much booty, and other people don't have enough booty. It's called being equitable.
Josh, passing it to you.
Ooh, ooh, yeah. Give it the booty. Booty, 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 booty. And Pat, do something with the booty.
Well, we're back.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Welcome back to another episode of Dungeons and Dragons and Junk Drawer. We are here for a second week in a row, so you're welcome. Also, thank you to us for carving the time out of our busy schedules.
We are so great.
We are the bestest. Before we get started with our traditional, typical announcements, Josh, do you have something you'd like to say?
No.
About your brother?
Oh, we're jumping before that. Sorry. Okay, yes, of course. Sorry, I have to be more specific. When I was a young boy, I'm just kidding. All right. All right. Do you want to say it together?
When I was a young boy.
No, that's copyright.
My
Stop.
father.
No, guys, stop.
Took me into the city
Guys,
to say,
shut the-
fuck you, Donovan.
To pull a knife
That's
on
right.
my cousin.
Fuck
Wait,
you,
what?
Donovan.
Punch
slowly
my
becoming-
brother in the arm.
Fuck you, Donovan is slowly becoming our live from New York. It's Saturday night.
Live from New York. Eat shit,
you.
Donovan.
Eat shit, you bitch.
Okay, back to
So,
you,
yes, fuck you, Donovan, as always. Shout outs. The Junk Drawer Show on every social media platform: Twitter, Instagram, Twitch. You can find us on TikTok, probably, if they didn't take our account down, maybe.
Sure, there's
I don't know.
something
We do have an awesome piece of art celebrating Pride this month that our own Carlos Correa designed. We let in with it tonight.
there. Putting it up right now.
It's being put up right now. Gaze upon it in all its glory. It's beautiful. Because we are allies.
Lies.
We are allies. No, we're allies to everyone of the LGBTQ plus community. So our first shout out, other than fuck you, Donovan, is obviously, of course, Happy Pride for everyone celebrating and supporting, and we're here for you guys. I also wanted to shout out, obviously, the Junk Drawer Show. I want to shout out the Colorado Avalanche for securing a Stanley Cup championship.
Woo!
Yay.
Much excite. I would also like to shout out my wife for buying me an awesome light that I can't really move because the cord is short, but it is right here, and it's from when we went to Epcot this weekend to celebrate my first Father's Day. I'm going to do a tourney to see if maybe we can gaze upon it.
You're not worthy.
Yeah. So shout out to her for purchasing that for me with her dollars and not my dollars. So much appreciated. I also got to walk around Saturday with a fanny pack all day, and that was exhilarating. Kind of loved it.
How'd you wear it?
I think it's going to be around the waist, of
Okay,
course.
cool. Yeah.
Obviously. I did it around like shoulder to hip for a minute, and I was like, this doesn't feel right. Not no European.
Get out of here. Everything before 1776 was a mistake.
Thank you,
Whoa.
Ron Swanson.
You're welcome.
Thank you for having me, by the way. I got to see you guys.
Yes, it was great. It was so much fun. We need to do it again. You just need to get a pass so that we can go and booze up sometimes. With all of that having been said, we're going to jump into a quick recap because I know that Dice Daddy is regaining some thoughts. He's focusing. He's putting some composure in. Last week, we went on our Thor Loki excursion. Loki successfully brought Ned aboard the Wandering Rose to much maligned feelings by Captain Creed and Dice Daddy, who are, in fact, the same person. Thor and Loki had a very deep heart-to-heart that almost ended physically, but did not, which shows growth in both Josh and I as characters. We ended up going to the town of Sherbo Wharf. It is a fishing port town Then they're having issues with their water. It's basically poisoning them. People are dying. They're unable to get supplies. They think that there's a god, the sea bitch or something like that, is sinking all shipping vessels coming in. That's what they believe. However, once we talked to Trill, Miro, and Portis, Trill very secretively, quietly told Thor and Loki he did not believe it to be the god sea witch's fault.
The bitch queen.
The bitch queen, sure. And then we were attacked by a wizard named Shambo. And he was like, you guys weren't supposed to be here. Oh no. And he attacked Thor and Loki. And spoilers, this isn't going to go well for him. With all that being said, Dice Daddy, whenever you're ready, I'm also going to go get my computer charger because it fell out.
No worries. So, to take it, Thor and Loki, you were in the sanctum of Shambo and had both made successful deck saves as Trill was actually lit on fire, with Shambo coming out saying, essentially, I'll reiterate to bring us back in. Okay, this wasn't exactly supposed to happen as planned. Fucking gods. And he flicked his wrist, and the trident that was in the corner that Trill was holding rose up and actually shot towards Trill's back before being caught by Orna. And Shambo...
Orna the Portis, that's right.
The Portis?
Portless, sorry.
The
T and
Portless.
the L are very close together.
Got it.
Portless.
I was like, the Portless? To which she caught the trident, and she has this extremely angered look in her eyes as Trill is currently crackling from being on fire. What I will say is, as the two of you are readying yourselves,
We made deck saves or something too. He hit
You're
us
right.
with something.
That's how we.
no,
got
you
hit.
already made. Yeah, you already made
yeah.
deck saves. So nothing that's flammable is on fire or anything. Trill, like I said, Trill is currently on
Loki
fire.
is on fire.
I put
Loki is
myself
on
out.
fire. That's right. As this chaos is ensuing, there are several explosions outside, almost like water shooting out of earth. As Shambo goes, "You have angered Umberlee and the bitch queen, and she is enacting her wrath now."
Throw Mjolnir. I throw it.
And as you throw Mjolnir, I'm guessing at him, go ahead and
Oh,
make
yeah.
an attack roll.
Oh, that's gonna hit. 26.
Yeah, 26 will hit.
It's good to know. New character. Who dis? 2d4, and it's. Sorry guys, it's been a while. 1d8 and 2d4. Okay. Whew. It's been a minute.
Ooh,
That is 6 plus 4 plus 3 is 13 plus 6 is 19. So 19 points of damage, 7 of which is lightning. The
Okay.
rest is force. And I don't call it back. If it pins him, I want to leave it there.
So something interesting happens. Go ahead and roll a perception check.
Oh, that is also good.
Loki, you can
No,
do
it's
so
not.
as well.
Perception. This is
Yes.
14.
Okay.
Mine
14.
is a 16.
Okay. Both of you notice as Mjolnir hits and cracks Shambo across the face. It's as soon as it makes contact with his face, his body goes through with the momentum and the force. Mjolnir stops and drops. And there's a flash that goes across his entire body that Loki, you can roll an Arcana check. Thor, you may as well.
Oh, great. Intelligence based.
Modded 20.
Oh, 15.
So, Loki, you're very familiar with this. It's almost like a charm. And Thor, you would have seen this in your past travels. it looks like there was a charge that was expended that essentially absorbed all of the lightning, but the pure brunt force went through. And go ahead and both roll investigation checks for me.
And who is this again?
This is Shambo.
This is the wizard,
Shambo.
Shambo. Investigation 14.
Investigation 16.
Okay. I'll say Loki with your 16, only because it's a little hard to see. You do see that there's a tattoo that was on Shambo's hand that almost looks like it flashed with the sheen, and that tattoo on the hand is gone. As he kind of reels back, he looks at the five of you, and he goes, "Nope." And you see him, and he puts does the somatic components, and a portal opens beneath him, and he slips through.
Do I have
As you
time to
hear
react?
You can attempt to, yeah.
Okay. I want to try and grab my my staff,
Sure.
the special voice staff you gave me, and use it to cast Charm Person.
Okay.
Also, new character. Who is this? Where the fuck are my spells?
It's been so long. It's been so long.
Dude, it really has.
That's why we're doing some combat. Could you imagine we played for like 3 months and then an additional like 5 weeks without combat? Rough.
Okay, so Wisdom 17.
Okay.
Maybe he's not wise. Maybe he's just smart. Fingers crossed.
Not wise, just smart.
Oh, wise, just smart. That is
Oh, a 4? Darn. Fiddle faddle.
so. And then 16. Shit. Okay.
Woo! Stay with us.
Go ahead.
What's your charm?
What are you charming?
Him. If it fails, the saving throw, charmed by you for 1 hour. As long as we don't hurt it. Regards us as a friendly acquaintance. You can target. Yeah, so, I mean,
He's friendly towards us.
yeah, so before he goes, I say, no, wait! Come here.
He does slip through, but you see his hand go out for you.
Can I reach his
It's
hand?
just like, wait, friends.
Can I reach his hand?
No, you're on the other
Damn
side
it.
of the room.
Misty Step. It's a bonus
Misty
action.
Step after he goes through the portal.
No, like I see
Because
his hand
you're-
go
If
down,
he's like reaching for us.
and I bonus action Misty Step.
But you did your reaction already for the charm person.
Shit, you're right. Okay. No, friend! Oh, sorry. No, friend! Damn it.
And this is when Valdana, Meryl, and Creed immediately shoot out of the hut, and Orna takes off the cloak that she was wearing and immediately starts to put Trill out. It's at this point that you see that Orna is in this almost like skin-tight scale mail, and it's this kind of almost like a Victorian, like, I don't want to say Dracula collar, but Dracula collar. Like, it's high up, it protects her ears, and it has this plunging like V-neck that goes down, and it's black and teal, but it looks incredibly sturdy, and it almost moves with her body as she begins to put out Trill, her arms looking very dense and more of that poreless skin, as she has, you can see a lot better now, she has this kind of golden, almost yellow hair and color. It's perpetually, it looks like it's when you're at the beach and your hair dries from all the salt water. And she is saying something in whichever native tongue she has, that she is putting out Trill, who is just crumbled and full of just burns and flesh and bone.
I'd like to
I
help.
walk. Yeah, I would walk over on my way out, following Creed, Valdana, and I would call the hammer and place my other hand, now that I have one, on Trill, and I'd let him give him healing hands for 14 points of healing.
Okay. So He does, I will say this, he does stabilize. His wounds start to close. There is a very deep smell of burnt flesh and this sickening burning of hair as well.
So I'll look at Orna and Trill, and I'll say, stay here. And I want to look at Marin and just say, come with us. And I'll walk out the door.
Sure.
Uh,
Meryl will go out with you.
Loki does
Loki?
a quick lay on hands to Trill. It's like quick 10 points just to get rid of some of that smell.
We're
then-
good people.
Yeah, we're great now.
Loki, as you put your hand on Trill's chest, Orna is up, and she currently has the trident, and Trill pulls you in, and you are face to face, and he goes, listen to me, and looks over at Orna. Keep the princess safe.
Yes.
Do you understand?
I do. I do. Trill, I will keep her safe. Orna, I will keep you safe.
And Orna does not pay attention to you as she is heading towards that portal. As you see her pull up the trident, and she spins it, and Trill looks at you again. The Avatar of Umberly. And he's trying to get the words out. And he looks over back at Orna before she goes, You fight?
Yes, I don't always fight. Sometimes I talk, but yes, I will fight. Yes.
No need for talk. We need fight.
Oh, shit.
And she
Okay.
just immediately just jumps through the portal like Snake, like does that diver when you're going off a waterfall, like legs crossed, just going right in.
Oh no. Oh no. Okay, so with that, I bolt out to right outside to get Thor and say, Thor, quick, portal, we have to save the girl. And then I run
As
back
you go
in.
outside, there are just geysers that are coming up out of this village. Heat and steam, almost like it's coming from a volcanic shelf bed, as you hear screams and of agony and of flesh searing. As Val and Creed look back over at the two of you, and Meryl is muttering something in his language that you can't quite understand.
Brother, we have to go after him.
And I'll turn back and look at Loki, look at Valdonna, and I'll rip my necklace off and the one to be able to talk to everyone, and I'll toss it at her. And I'll be like, if you need anything, call us.
Puts it around her neck.
Stay safe. And I'm going to fly. I'm not even going to run back. I'm going to swing the hammer and fly through the door and try and make it into the portal.
Loki would have already run back. After he said, brother, we have to go after. He just runs back and dives right in. Feet
Okay.
first. Feet first.
Feet first. Good idea. And Valdana's just like, fish face, you with us. And Meryl's like, that is racist.
It's cursed.
And you see him, and he starts doing some somatic. So the two of you, one after the other, go down into the portal, and you are just felt. You've gone through portals before. This seems to be something less of a teleportation portal. This is something more archaic and primordial as you go through, and you are just met with this. It's almost like going through a cooling of gel, as it feels very brackish. And eventually, you are met on, it's almost like you're on the sea floor. There's sand, there's coral life. However, there's no water around. It's almost like you're in a bubble. And you're amongst this sunken ship. And you look up, there is no light at the top of the ocean. From what you can surmise, you are at the bottom of it. As it looks like the princess is currently studying the sand, as it's not wet. It's not even mud. It's dry. Dry of any kind of moisture, and she looks disturbed.
Where are we? As Loki looks around.
And she stands up, cracks her neck. I do not recognize this place.
Is there... So you said we're in a bubble, right?
It's like you're in a bubble.
So can I see the edges?
Roughly, yes.
How far are we from the edge?
I would say you're by the sunken ship, so let me do a visual. I just have to move things.
Okay.
Just really quick. Layer. There we go. Now they're on the right layer. Working on the right.
Whoa, whoa. Gonna switch it over now. Whoa, whoa. I wrote that song.
So anything that is black is not included in the bubble.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, yeah. So can I walk a bit south or down rather, about
Sure.
here, and I'd like to cast Mage Hand and have it try to touch the bubble. Let's start with that. Just touch it or touch the edge rather.
Okay.
I would like, while he's doing that, to be flying around the perimeter and seeing if I can see anywhere Shambo went.
Okay. So we'll go with Loki first. With testing the might and the metal of the bubble, the Mage Hand is able to push out, I would say maybe about 5 feet or so without any resistance before it feels like you don't know if the bubble will pop or... And as you're looking, you do see that at the top of where you came through, where Loki or Thor, if you were to fly up, you could potentially fly through up the portal.
Okay, so at this time, it seems like the portal is staying open
For now,
for, for the time being.
Okay. So when Mage Hand goes through, you said it feels after 5 feet as if it's going to pop?
you feel resistance. I would say, go ahead and make an Arcana check.
Okay.
Don't pop the bubble, Loki.
You're not near me. You can't tell me what to do.
He
You're
can
not
see you.
this stupid.
Modded 20.
You're unsure if it can be pierced. However, you are not familiar with this type of magic. So you are unsure of what it can and cannot do.
Well, I'm not going to risk it, but I will recall the Mage Hand and just have him sit on my shoulder for the remainder of his life.
Great.
So many dead Glovers.
They always come back, though.
Okay, and then Thor, as you circle, you can surmise he is possibly in one of the parts of the ship that's been sunken down. Because
Okay.
going around and doing a perimeter check, he isn't hiding, at least that you can see. If you want to roll an investigation check, you may.
I do.
Go ahead.
Want to give it a shot. Terrible. Natural 1.
I mean, it doesn't look like he's currently hiding in any of the reefs, but you're not really sure as far as getting a closer look because things seem to be bioluminescent and you're unsure of what the very sensitive ecostructure is, especially with it being outside of its environment for so long. You don't know how long. You're unsure, is something under everything. You're in an unfamiliar territory.
Okay. So then I would fly and I'd like to land here in between both ships.
Okay.
And I would do like a side-to-side look to see if I could spot him before investigating further.
Go ahead and roll an investigation check.
That's better. Still not great. Investigation. That's a 12.
Okay. I'll say with your 12, you're not able to see him outright, though you are slightly distracted as it looks like as Princess Orna was looking and studying the sand, taking note of you, she almost from her kneeling position leaps and almost glides down next to you as she kind of hits with a thud. If you want to roll another perception check for me.
Oh my god. 10.
You're unsure how she did that. That is a very far jump.
Hey, you
As-
are an excellent jumper.
She does not take note of you as she yells in common. What did you do in my name? In Umberly's name? You come out, wizard, and I break your hands. And she starts shouting, wizard, coward. And that's when she starts moving to this part of the ship and puts the trident through and starts breaking it with her bare hands.
Oh no.
I'm going to go over to her and not grab, place a hand on her.
And she stops. Her skin feels, I will say, despite it being poreless, it feels like human skin, but it feels dense.
There are more than one way to find a rat. This is not the way you want to do it, princess. And I will use my version of Dancing Light, and I will, I can cast it at will. Wait,
Okay.
can I do that instead? No, I'm actually going to touch her trident, and I'm going to cast light on it.
Okay.
So that we can get a better view of each of the halves of the ship and try and find him or any trace of him.
As you're explaining this and you go to touch the trident, can you make a wisdom saving throw for me?
Sure. So good at those. So,
So what?
11.
As you touch the trident, in your head, you hear a booming screech, a wail almost. As you do touch it and you're able to interfere, but it's almost like someone has opened your head, placed a bunch of bees inside, closed it back up, and shook it.
Cool.
After, so Loki was walking back as Orna did the jump, the giant jump she did, and then heard the yell. So Loki's going to start getting in that direction.
The yell is internal in Thor's head.
Oh.
It is not external.
Oh, okay. So still with the jump, Loki would have looked and said, "Oh, okay. Guess we're doing that now."
Cool.
But not hearing the yell would not rush over there. But what he will do is cast Detect Magic and start walking this side of the ship
Okay.
to get over. Kind of just seeing what he can see, because he knows, what's his name, Shambo? He knows he's magic.
Shambo.
He knows he's magic, so hoping to get some read on that. And he'll make his way around. What he does will depend on if I get anything while traversing
Gotcha.
the side of the ship.
Go ahead and roll investigation.
19.
I will say, from what you surmise from the ship, this is a very old ship. This is, I would say, if we're in I'll say from when Thor reappeared, we're in like the 10th century of this world. This looks to be about 7th. You are very familiar with it as this is a regular Earther's ship. It looked like it was some kind of battle vessel, but its days are long over, and you can tell that there is quite some rot on the outside of it. However, it's staying firm, it's staying intact. It must be made of some kind of stronger wood.
Okay, so I don't get anything off of Detect Magic?
Off of detect magic, I'll say with the spell pushing out on this side of the ship. I mean, you get it a glean from the entire ship itself. It's almost like it's in two pieces
Okay, so
because it pushes out for how many feet? 100?
30. It's actually not that
30.
far.
Okay.
It's
so
Furbolg, so I'm not sure.
So I would say as you get to here, you can already start feeling a ping off of here, and that allows you to surmise that both pieces are enchanted or there is magic coming from it.
Then yeah, Loki will walk around. Do I know what kind of magic it is?
I will say, because it's not a school, but you are aware that it is fiendish in nature.
Great. Perfect.
Where's Absidy?
With the demon boars.
Come on, you know Satan.
You know, Satan.
Okay, so yeah, I'll walk up.
Oh, Satine.
Loki is just continuously looking around, trying to understand what's going on. He doesn't know what this is. You said I'm not familiar with this magic, so I don't understand why this has happened. So he's pretty quiet as he walks up to the two of them, and he keeps, about 10 feet of distance, just to continue observing, but be in the area he thinks he needs to be.
Okay. As you two are reconvening, Orna is going to slam her trident back into the boat. And she's going to breathe in. And you see her eyes kind of milk over. And you feel rumbling under the sands. As it looks like there is about 20 or so crabs that come out from under the sands as she looks at them. And you see her nose slightly, her eyes are still milked over, but it looks like she's looking at the crabs past you. And you see her kind of twitch her nose as they start moving to different parts of the boat and inside. Her eyes unglaze over and she goes, "They will tell me soon where the wizard lies."
Wow. And Loki's just kind of taken aback. He's very impressed that she can command 30 crabs at once. I believe Loki can only do 10.
She goes, "Your mouth is open. Why?"
It's called being impressed.
"I'm not here to impress you, land dweller."
Well, you did it anyway. But you're losing that with your attitude right now. It would behoove you to be kinder, as we are here to help you.
Loki. Not now.
It's one of us just trying to be a nicer, better person. Maybe other people should be a nicer, better person too. And he's pouting like a small child.
Not now, Loki. Later. And I would look over to Orna. Look. We can't kill him. We need information. If we kill him, we won't find out what's really happening. He is a wizard, so... I'll let you break both his hands before we start.
Go ahead and roll a persuasion check.
I'm good at that. 19.
She looks. You see one of the micro emotions as it almost looks like a sneer. And then she looks back over and she goes, "Fine.
You get both.
He has been here long, starving. Those people. I have done enough waiting."
Right, but if we don't get the information we need from him, those people will continue to starve, and then they will die. So, both hands, and we'll work up to the rest of him.
And Loki jumps in real quick and says, I can cast a spell that would ensure he tells the truth. Break his hands, break his feet, just not his jaw. And I will have him tell the truth. Then you can kill him.
Go ahead and roll a perception check on Orna for me.
Okay. Deception.
Both of us, or just him?
Just him.
8.
You don't surmise anything about her. A few moments pass before about 15 of the crabs kind of come up, and they're walking past you, and they start crawling up her legs and onto her arms, and her eyes milk over again. And her arm outstretches as she points. Here.
I'll walk over and say, allow me. And in the general vicinity, I'm going to use the cantrip Lightning Lure. And I create a lash of lightning energy that strikes out at one creature of my choosing. So I'm going to do it in the direction that she's pointing.
Okay.
And then the target must succeed on a strength saving throw.
He's so good at those. Okay,
Kind of figured.
go ahead and roll a percentile for accuracy.
Percentile?
Yeah.
Oh, haven't done that before.
Right?
Right.
Let's do it.
This one. And this is the D10. I don't even have my percentile dice out. That's how often we use them. Here, I'll just use this.
Go for it.
Shit, bitch, fuck.
Shit bulbs.
Shit, bitch, fuck, yeah.
I dropped it. No.
Okay.
I got it.
Go ahead.
I got it. 83.
Okay. I'll say that's high enough for him to make the strength save.
Oh, you know what? We could have just called out to him. He's still friendly to us. And I bet he misses us. If you
Oops.
hit him, we cannot do that. But before... Wish I'd thought of that.
Good point.
Hey, buddy.
What does it do on a hit?
Or
Or on a strength save? Like failure?
he gets pulled up to 10 feet in a straight line toward me, and he takes 3d8 lightning damage.
Go ahead and roll your damage.
4. 7 is 11. Another 7 is 18. And I want to
And-
get him by the throat if I can. If I'm close enough, I want to just...
Well, you do see that part of the ship does light up, and you hear wood cracking and glass breaking. However, he does not come up to the top portion. But you do see, if both of you want to, we'll roll another perception. We're doing lots of perceptions today. Gotta be vigilant.
Terrible. 3.
I also got a 3.
Okay, great.
Brothers!
I'll just say this for the viewer at home. Our two boys do not notice the portal getting smaller. As
Nope.
the three of you kind of like look up and you're like, it looks good. Let's see if Orna
That looks right.
looks at it. Sure, her eyes milk over again as the two of you start talking. I'm gonna assume you guys are coming up with some kind of game plan to get into the boat now.
Yeah.
So, based on where we hear it, how close is he in the boat?
Go ahead and roll an intelligence check.
Alright, how smart am I today?
Let's see.
Not as smart as a level 2. 17.
From hearing it, it sounds like he was very much low and far. Almost like he was maybe here, but under the sand.
Okay.
You're unsure how deep this boat is.
Okay. There's not a door where we are.
I'll say there is a trapdoor over here, and there's the occasional like holes and whatnot.
Is there a hole closer that we would be able to get into?
I'm gonna say no,
Okay.
unless
Then
you
I'm-
make a hole.
Then what I'm gonna do? Go ahead, Loki.
God. So hearing it come in, Loki would like to run up onto the deck a little bit, still with an eyesight, but just enough to be closer to the sound. And I'll cast Locate Object on Shambo.
Okay, what are you locating on his person?
Fuck, what was he wearing? Thor, what was he wearing?
Please hold. I had to go to a new page.
Yeah, me too.
No worries. As you guys are speaking, and Thor, as you're looking at, Orna is going, her eyes are gonna unmilk over, and she's gonna jump again and land between the two of you. Loki, if you want to go ahead and make both of you can make another perception check, if you'd like.
Perception.
6.
2.
Nah. She looks at the both of you and she goes, "We have 20 minutes."
Oh, 20 minutes. That adds some urgency. I don't know what he was wearing. I just have that he was in his 30s. He's white, thin, wrinkly forehead. That's what I have
Okay.
for Shambo.
Can't I? Because it just says I have to describe an object. Can't I just describe whatever he was wearing, since we only saw him 5 minutes ago?
Go ahead and roll a perception or another intelligence check. See if you can pinpoint something, because it could be just like beige and you're not sure what he's wearing. But see if you can remember a particular item on his person.
I'm going to look at Loki and say, hey, we should do knock knock.
Knock knock.
And what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here. I'm going to fly up as 60 feet.
Yep.
And I'm going to wait for him to quietly point to hopefully where Shambo is. And as soon as he signals me in a direction, I'm going to throw the hammer down and fly in as fast as I can towards that area, trying to hit him.
And Loki kind of forgot about knock knock. But when Thor flies up, he has flashes back to the childhood of his childhood of the good moments I had together. It's like, oh yeah, knock knock. Okay. So I
And
got.
Thor's like, shh.
Oh yeah, knock knock.
Oh my god, yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
Orna
we used to be
looks very
friends.
confused.
Modded 20 on the intelligence check.
You do remember he had a pendant that seemed to be of a ram's skull on his belt.
Oh, we gonna find that.
Okay, then yeah, I describe the ram skull as like accurately as I possibly can with the modded 20. I'm trying to see if I can hover so I don't make noise. But yeah, so I cast that.
Okay. And
Can you send Glover over to where
Ooh,
it would be?
Yes, let me find out where he is first.
I'm gonna say when you find Glover, eventually as he's on the deck, it's just kind of like and Honor is like, our god's always this childlike.
Just the fun ones. Okay, so am I able to locate where he's at?
Yeah, you can get Glover. And
No,
Glover
he
knows.
meant
Glover is
Shambo.
able to just kind of like standing exactly where he can kind of pinpoint.
Okay, then yeah, I kind of have him like surf over, like so he's not touching the ground. And he'll
Okay.
surf, and he's underwater, he's got to have some fun. So he surfs over to wherever the spot is, and then he stops there, and then just does a little pirouette, and does one of those. To
Flash dance.
Yeah,
Flash
flash
dance,
dance,
yeah.
to look up at Thor and kind of indicate this is where it is. He's so flexible, guys.
Yee.
Thor takes a deep breath and throws the hammer down and just flies behind it, trying to hit that spot exactly. So hopefully he hits Shambo.
Okay.
And Loki will run in right after.
Give me 1 second. I'm gonna see if. it's
So
gonna
this
be a
is my
disadvantage.
Thunder Slam ability, by the way.
Okay.
Thunder.
Okay.
Thundercats. Oh.
As you plummet down and strike the earth, it is several feet down. Like your hammer is going through planks until it, I'll say, with your timing, you're able to hit where Shambo is, as he did make his save to bounce back, but you do have your thunder wave.
Okay, so do you want me to roll for an attack? See if it even hits?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. That is please hold, an 11 plus 24.
11 plus 24?
No, an 11 plus 13.
Yeah.
Is it
that'll hit.
24? Okay, so you said he made it's a dexterity save?
So, yes, he did make the dexterity save.
Okay, so on a failed save, he takes 4d8 thunder damage, and are knocked prone or save for half damage and not knocked prone. The initial impact hits the target, takes an additional 1d10 bludgeoning on a failed save.
So
roll
your
no
thunder.
d10 and just the 4d8. Got it. 7, 3 is 10, 3 is 13, 2 is 15. So halved. 15 halved, so 8.
Okay.
By the way,
Go ahead.
we're not in initiative, so never mind. I was
No,
going to
you're
say
not
I
in
should get
initiative,
another
okay.
attack, but we're not in initiative, so.
And you see him, he's looking back, and his mellow is very much gone, as he's very surprised you're here, and he's, what the fuck are you doing here?
What the fuck are you doing here?
And he looks very anxious as he looks around. He's where you're in the basement of the ship is very dark. And the only light that's really there is the light that's coming from the hole in the ship that Loki and soon Orna fall through, superhero landing.
Well, I'm gonna lightening up a little bit from the eyes, and just start getting little crackles of energy popping off of me. And I'll look at him and I'll say, you can either come willingly, or I can bring you.
And as he
Decide.
says that, Loki lands and says, I would come willingly.
And Orna says, I'm really hoping you don't. As you light from your eyes, you see behind Shambo a very large visage that is taking up a good portion of this ship, almost like it's housed inside of it.
Cool. Love that.
It's very hard to see because the lightning is not doing a lot for it, but the three of yours heads slowly rise up.
Orna still
Go
has
ahead.
light on her.
Oh, she does.
Yeah, it's for an hour.
And my personality. So bright.
She looks up, and Loki, you'll see this. She slightly smirks, and she goes, 15 minutes. And she shouts, Imperious Rex, as she throws the lighted trident at this creature. And you see sailing this light as it brightens this inside of the room, and you see this monstrosity of just
Right.
it looks like a sea creature. It has a serpentine like tail, it has a tummy, but as it comes up, it is, I will say, humanoid in nature, with a very long fish-like face and snout, fins that come off of it, two eyes on the sides of its heads, and its hands hooks of this bipedal of bone and coral and scale. As both of you go ahead and roll a history check. I'll say at advantage because you both may have encountered this.
Oh, fuck. It was almost a natural 20.
Oh my god. 10.
Modded 21.
Okay.
Smart
I rolled
boy.
a 15 plus 6. History I'm good at, apparently.
Loki, you've only heard of these, so you've heard these described, so you're not quite sure what this is. However, Thor, in your travels, you've heard of water fiends, and this specifically is a wastrolith.
Wastrolith.
And
Shit, I need to flip the page again.
as from your history, I'll give it to you. You know that wastroliths are usually found in waters of the abyss, think Demogorgon, and their bodies usually contaminate any water it's by its influence. They pollute waters. They have a noxious presence. You know that it is amphibial, so it can be on land or water. And this is a demon.
I'm going to turn my head slightly to the side and just look at Loki and Orna behind me and just say, it's a demon. It's why the water's gross. We've got 15 minutes. And Thor's going to look back and just full-on lightning strikes happening through the boat. Doom, doom, doom. Just full-on intimidation mode.
We're gonna roll initiative as you're flinging the hammer. Orna is jumping towards the demon.
Oh, that wasn't in the fucking thing. You shit. 16.
Okay. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna ask your guys first. I have to roll for 3 people.
That's
Notice
true.
how I got
That's a
rid
good
of
point.
Creed and Val and Meryl? Because I didn't want to roll for all of them.
Too many
Weird.
people,
It's almost like you did it on purpose.
too many cooks, too
I did.
many cooks.
Too many cooks and Kit Kat bar. There we go.
Guys, both sitting and standing is painful right now. I
That's
don't know
not-
what to do.
That's not good.
Levitate?
Oh. Oh yeah.
That's kind of hot.
Dude's so hot.
That's not what I wanted. Go ahead and Thor, what did you get?
16.
16. And Loki?
6.
Brothers.
We're the same.
We're the same, you and
You were just born first, so you got the 10.
I. Sorry, give me 1 sec. Loki, what is your dexterity?
14.
14. Okay. And I will say this to make it a little bit easier as our monstrosity got taken care of and got stabbed in the chest. I'm going to say it bursted out, so that way we have a little bit of playing room. And now I can bring... Whoop. Sorry, a little bit.
Little bit horror, little bit,
Bop to bop.
little shock of terror.
I don't see anything you're talking about, Justin, just so you know.
I know, I haven't put it in yet. I
Oh,
was just
okay.
doing some scaling. Just because I wanted to.
Oh, fuck.
Got it?
Yep.
Okay,
Oh,
cool.
yeah, it's a big one.
It's not the biggest thing you fought.
I mean,
That's
we
giants.
did fight giants, yeah.
I love my giants. Go ahead, Thor, you are up first.
Cool. First things first. Where in or around me is Shambo?
Shambo is here.
Okay. So I'm going to throw the hammer and try to hit Shambo
Okay.
and pin him. I want him pinned.
Okay.
So first attack is that. That's a natural 17, so a 28.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay. That's going to be that 1d8 again. That's an 8. And then 2d4. 3 and 2 is 13. Plus 6 is 19 points of damage.
Okay. You do
And-
see that flash again as you hit.
And then I'm going to go, damn it. And I'm going to go over and literally like punch him in the chest with it for another time in
Okay.
hopes that like it actually sticks this time. So that's it's a natural 19 for a 31.
Yeah, that'll hit.
I'm sorry, a 30.
That'll hit.
This is going to be less damage. That is not the right dice. That is 6 for 12 points of damage.
Okay. You do not see a flash as you fucking just wail into this guy.
And then I pin him on the ground with Mjolnir. And I'll go, don't fucking move.
I can't.
I know. And then I'll burn my action surge.
And now.
I know.
And now. Okay, go ahead.
Which I don't know if it's that smart to do early. And I'm going to look where the fiend is.
Okay.
And I'm going to light up. And I'm going to slap my hands together and cast lightning bolt in his direction at 4th level.
Hell yeah. Okay.
That is a dexterity save of 16.
Dex save of 16.
Yeah.
Just missed it. 14.
4, 6, 7. Hold on. 8, 9. Okay. Let's see what we got, boys. We're back. Terrible. Terrible roll. Ugh. Yeah. 5, 10, 13, 16, 19, 23 points of lightning damage.
Okay.
That's terrible.
Go ahead and roll a investigation for me.
Cool. 16.
Okay. As you strike it with your lightning, you see that some of the lightning streaks bounce off of it.
Fuck. I thought that was going to happen. He's resistant. And I'm going to look at Loki, shrug my shoulders and go, he's fucking resistant.
But he's water.
I will then use my second wind to get back those hit points
Okay.
that I lost from Shambo being a little shisty fucker. And that'll end my turn.
Okay. So the Wastrolith will. She didn't say there would be gardens. Too early. No. This will be a treat for our North. As he is going to go ahead and make some attacks at you there, Thor, because you hit him.
Yeah.
You're going to be really mad at me.
Yeah, it's fine.
Oh no.
Okay. So we're going to do... I'm just going to roll some attacks for you.
Cool.
Okay. First, we're going to do the bite.
First.
The bite is not... It's 13. We're starting off great.
It's a miss.
Okay. We're going to go with the first claw attack. That's a 19.
That hits.
And then I'm just going to do the second claw with it.
Cool.
That is a 17.
Miss.
Miss. Okay. So we're gonna do that one first. So that's. So you're gonna take 17 points of slashing damage
Cool.
as it's gonna look at you and goes, "I haven't fought in a guard in a long time." It's gonna inhale, and I need. Let's see here. Thor, Loki, and Orna's going to need to make one as well. I need the three of you to make strength saving throws.
Is what he's doing considered a spell?
It is not.
Fuck.
As you both make your, as you're making your saves, you hear, it's almost like he's sucking in the air and you hear gurgling in on his sides where his gills are, almost like he's converting whatever moisture is left in there into water. Thor, what did you get?
Modded 20.
Me
Modded 20.
too.
It's actually bad.
Modded 20. And Orna got a 19.
We are all
So-
so great.
You guys all made it. So
You only take 48 points of damage.
Whoa.
no, it's not that much. I should have more dice out. So when we get to Loki's turn, which is in a while, I'll get more dice out. Okay. So the two of you are going to take 10 points of acid damage as it starts to burn and sear you.
Ah,
My lily white skin.
my
Ow.
body.
Daddy, no.
No, it does not feel good.
Okay. And as it does, there's this ichor that just slowly starts to fill the bubble as more water is leaking from it. It is now going to be Shambo's turn. As he's going to look, and then he's going to look up at the demon.
Uh-huh.
How mean do I wanna be? How mean do I wanna be?
Shoo-wop,
This-
shoo-wop.
Okay. He's going to point his finger out and these are the tough decisions. Shit. Okay. And he is going to point over at Orna as he is going to start verbally muttering an incantation before he flings out, and Orna must make a con saving throw. Whew.
Loki, do you not have counterspell, like, ever?
I was just about to say it.
Oh.
I would love to. I didn't want to interrupt. I have to be respectful.
You're good.
Okay.
What
level should I pick?
Tell me what counterspell does. Let's just say, like, I know it's like third or higher you have to roll for it, unless you do it at a higher level, right?
Yes. So whatever level I cast it at,
Mm-hmm.
if it's below that, it doesn't work. Otherwise,
Oh, I thought you had to roll for it to see if it did work.
no. Only if it's below, it automatically stops. If otherwise, it's 10 plus the spell's level is the DC.
Okay. So then you would have to roll a... What would you have to roll if you failed?
I don't have to roll.
Because I know when you do counterspell, like if you do it at a higher level, let's say I do it at 3, you do it at a 4, it instantly cancels it out.
Right. It all depends on what the level of the spell being cast that you're countering is.
Okay.
So if it's a level 5 and I cast it at level 5 or 6, 7, it automatically stops.
Right.
Otherwise, it says 10 plus the spell's level, so I'll have to know what the spell's level is. Then I have to roll for that.
So
Okay,
he would
so you
roll. Yeah, he would roll. So if you cast it at level 6, he'd
Mhm.
have to beat a 16
Got it.
in order for the spell to stop.
Okay.
Yeah. So do I know what the spell is? Like Josh has an
Um,
idea, but does Loki?
I'll say with the, because you're just reacting to it. You can attempt to. I'm gonna say no.
No? Okay. Well, I did say I would keep her safe. So I will do it at level 5. That's what
You
I
will
want.
have to roll for it.
Fuck, what if it's level 6?
Oh shit!
If it was at level 6, you would have had to roll for it.
Okay. Okay, so what do I have to get?
17.
17.
That's a high number. That's a high number.
Yeah. Okay, so the DC equals 10 plus the spell's level. Do I get any sort of bonus, or is it a straight roll?
I think it's a straight roll, man. Hold on. Let me look.
Okay.
I think it's plus your spell modifier, isn't it?
Is it? Let me look.
Thought it was.
It just
Maybe
says what
it's
the
not.
DC is. So whatever a normal DC save would be. Or
I would
ability.
assume
It says
would be
make
like
an
a spell
ability
attack.
check using your spell casting ability.
If
If it is a spell 4th level or higher, make a spell. So use your spellcasting modifier with it.
Okay.
I knew it. I'm a big smart boy.
Good, 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 good. Okay, so what do we have to get?
17.
17, come on. Oh, cocked.
What'd you get?
12.
Okay.
I've got a +9. You're going in jail!
She does have to make a con save now,
Fuck.
which it has to be high. As
Fuck.
both of you see necrotic energy shooting out of his hand.
Shit.
Ooh, she did not make that.
Fuck.
See what happens.
We're gonna kill her. She's gonna die.
It is necrotic in nature. Okay. That's a lot of 6s. Cool.
Yes.
Okay. Sorry, give me 1 second. That is, I'm so bad at like quick math.
Oh fuck! I forgot about my meta magic. God, could have re-rolled some of those dice. Fuck.
Oh no, what can I do with meta magic?
That's,
Nothing helpful.
ooh. Okay, hold on.
Oh my god! Did you just kill her?
I might have. We'll see.
Fuck.
I cast Hug. You can't
I
die
rolled a
when you're being
D.
hugged.
I rolled a D4. It could have been any one of you. It just happened to be her. Okay, she is going to take 73 points of necrotic
Ooh.
damage
Jesus Christ.
as you see her enveloped by this dark energy. Give me 1 second. I just need to check one thing. I'm just gonna need to see what her hit points are at.
Hopefully they're above 0.
They are. She doesn't look great.
And she can't
And
heal
on
it
top of
back.
that, she doesn't look fucking happy. And his eyes are gonna widen. And he's gonna go, shit. As it is actually gonna be Loki's turn.
Can I take a break in this and turn to look at Loki and say, focus on him, pointing to the big fiendish beast, and then I'll turn to look at Shambo and I'll say, I can hit both of them.
Okay. Loki understands. Do I need to back up? I mean, I'm going to back up anyway, so
Sure.
I will back up. I feel so bad just leaving her. I don't think I have anything I can bonus action drop. Actually, I can't. Can I bonus action drop? Bonus action drop? Or was that an Absidy thing?
What are you bonus action dropping?
A potion.
Oh, handing her a potion would be a bonus action.
Can you put it in her face?
Putting it in her mouth would be a would be a whole action.
Yeah, that's why Absidy was so good. Okay, so I'll run backwards, and as I run past, drop.
Did you drop the potion? Okay.
Yeah, I'm about to. Yeah. So, bonus action, drop a potion right next to her. It D4 plus 4 to heal whenever she gets a chance. Hopefully, I've got 30 feet, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll stay here. And I'm going to cast. Where to go? Wait, did I have a? Okay. Okay, Loki is upset. He's going to cast Catapult. So he'll look around and see a handful of just debris and, stones, pieces of wood, whatever. I believe. Oh, it's one object, so I just pick up one.
Okay.
And it's, I think it can be like 25 pounds at 5th level, or maybe 15 pounds. Let's say that coral. I'll take that coral.
Okay.
And I chuck it at him. I say, alley-oop! And it just, and it has to make a dex save of 17.
Okay. Uh, 15.
Yes. Okay, that's 78. All right. 8. 1. I'm gonna write
9.
this down because I'll forget. 8. 1. 4.
13,
7.
20,
8.
28,
5.
25. I'm sorry, 33,
And 6.
39.
So 39 points of bludgeoning damage.
A bludgeoning. Okay. Go ahead and make a perception check.
Okay. I got. Perception. What's my bonus? Perception. I got a 2.
Yeah, you did great.
Okay.
So good.
I will take. Because I have one more step. I think I'll move. This is what, like quarter hide? Like quarter, what's it called?
Quarter cover.
Cover. Yeah, it's like quarter cover, half cover. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, that ends my turn. I don't like that my perception was so low.
Okay.
Why is Loki not more perceptive? He's so fucking wise.
So it is now the princess's turn. And she is going to look at the potion in her hand. And she is going to gently place it onto the floor of the boat.
Okay, well, I want that
Oh.
back.
And you're going to see her, and the trident still sticking out of the chest of this beast as she puts her hand out, and you see it twitch, and it returns back to her hand as she is dead-eyed locked with Shambo.
And I will turn to face her and say, he's not the biggest problem here. That is.
And she'll look over and This is going to be a big fucking order. Okay. She is going to slam the trident down, and you hear her murmur something, and she is just going to say, "Beast, I order you to heal." As it's going to need to make a wisdom save.
Answer my question for me.
What's your question?
How wise do we think he is? Because I was going to do the exact same thing my next turn.
He's not very wise. It's a demon.
I don't know.
Hey, man.
I'm not a demon. I don't know shit.
It's cool, man.
Should have gone to demon school.
Should have gone to demon school. You see it for a moment as it snarls back, and it slightly shrinks down a little bit. And then she looks at the two of you and simply goes, "Ask your questions."
Okay.
As she picks up the trident again, and immediately, the hammer's still on Shambo's chest.
Oh, yeah.
She puts her heel on his throat as she waits. I will say we're pausing initiative for now,
Okay.
because you can ask the Rassilith questions, as she was able to cast Dominate Beast. Or no, it wasn't Dominate Beast, I'm sorry. It was Dominate Monster.
Okay.
I will look at Shambo. Say, who sent you here?
Before that happens, standing in between the two of them, I believe I can do that. Let me see. Oops. Where's he? Right here?
Where's who?
Shambo.
Shambo.
No, Shambo's right here.
Oh, that's him. I thought that was seaweed.
No,
Okay.
I'll put him here.
Let me mop back to that. Went back to the RP screen. Okay, Loki will come up here and cast Zone of Truth, which would then affect both Shambo and... Actually, he'll walk over here. One here. So it affects Shambo, 1, 2, 3, and Washalith, but not Thor or
Orna.
Orna. So I'll cast Zone of Truth right here.
What's the save?
The save is Charisma 17.
It's a good choice.
Okay. He did not make it.
Yes. Tell the truth, bitch.
He got a 15.
What about the Washalith? Wastrelith.
Oh, the Washalith. Sorry.
It is Washer, right? Like clothes.
It is
Wastra.
Wastra.
It's W-A-S-T.
Nailed
Wastrelith.
Oh, okay.
So W-A-S-T-R-I-L-I-F.
I
T-H.
thought it was Washer, like water.
Nah.
That makes a lot of
It
sense.
also did not get its. It did not
Tell
also
the
make
truth,
it.
but we can lie. Fuck you.
Orna is also going to look at the two of you, and she goes, "We don't have long. I can't control it for very long."
So again, I will look at Shambo and say, who sent you here?
And he looks over at the Wastrelith and goes, "Anath."
Is that this thing's name?
Yes.
Who sent this thing here?
I don't know. I don't care.
What are your intentions with this town?
Arnoth, promise me Lichdom.
Oh, Lichdom. Congratulations. She's gonna kill you. You know that, right?
I was so close.
And
Death
I'll
has
look
no
at
properties anymore.
I'll look at Orna and just be like, you can take the first hand, by the way.
And she takes her foot off of his throat, grabs his hand, and you just see her crunch it. as he screams this blood-curdling scream. As it just sounds like, what is it? Dry spaghetti just being
Oh.
as she lets it go. It just slops to the ground as the foot goes back up. And you see
No.
that she has this little vein on her forehead as she's looking up at Arnoloth.
Maybe death has no properties for you, but that fucking hand isn't going to work for a long time.
Spits.
Are you working with a full horseman?
I don't know what that is.
Who's his boss? Who commands this fucker?
I don't know. I don't ask that. He
And I'll look
promised me lichedom.
And I'll look at Orna and I'll say, you can take the other one now.
Takes the foot off. Looks over. Eye contact. Another dry spaghetti snap as she throws his hand back onto the ground. Go ahead.
It's going to be a hard time casting with those hands, huh?
Loki.
After that, when the second time the Thor asks who sent Wastrolith, Loki's going to take a step or just turn around, look at the Wastrolith and ask, who sent you?
Okay. As you're snapping and Arnolith just goes, because you're compelled to tell the truth. But it's hard to, I know it can't be absolutes. Hold on 1 second.
It can't be
I gotta
absolutes?
keep, I'm saying I have to keep some mystery if I
Oh,
can.
okay.
But let me see. Can't speak to a deliberate lie.
Okay.
I was sent by my bosses.
Who are your bosses?
Higher
Are they
demons.
Are they the four horsemen?
One of
Is it death?
Where would we find him?
both asked a question.
You go first, Thor.
Where would we find him?
Not on this plane.
What plane is he on?
I will peel the flesh from your bones.
Very nice. Where is he? What
Outer.
plane is he on?
Plane.
The outer plane. That was a question.
That was the question was outer plane?
Yeah, you said out of the plane, and I said outer
No,
plane.
said outer plane.
Oh, he did say outer plane.
Yes.
Okay.
Why are you here? What purpose does this serve for your master?
Your sea witch can't hold me longer. Famine.
I mean, that makes sense.
All right. Okay. Good. Cool.
I'm gonna take 2 steps back. I'm gonna go boop boop, right here.
Okay.
And I'm gonna look at Orna and just be like,
And you see like
Yo.
some blood trickling from her nose.
I was like, you can just let it go. And hammer still on Shambo. I'm gonna cast Lightning Bolt again, even though I know he's resistant to it somewhat.
Okay.
I'm still gonna cast it. 4th level. It is a Dexterity save.
I mean, he's gonna auto fail it. He's
oh yeah,
prone.
because he's right. Well, I meant this fucking guy too.
For Arnoloth?
Yeah, because it's 100 feet in a straight line.
Loki's gonna take a step back.
Oh, it wouldn't hit you. It's only in a 5 foot.
Oh, Loki's gonna
Diameter.
stand there to feel cool.
I'll say as Orna wipes her nose, she goes, 10 minutes.
Cool.
Okay.
And then
He
so
needs to
whatever.
do a dex save.
He I mean the Wastrolith does.
Yeah.
Fuckface fails it no matter what. So
He did make his dex save.
okay, so it's half, and I'm sure it's half again after that. But you know,
That's okay.
they can all be winners.
It's all right. You're gonna meet some lightning resistant stuff. It's almost like you're a
Yeah.
lightning god.
Oh, weird.
Crazy.
So crazy how that happens.
It's
I'm gonna
weird.
roll. I put all my d6s in dice jail. They can come out now because I forgot about the meta magic thing. So
Meta magic.
Oh, is that what you do when you use it? You just kind of put it away?
when they do really bad, I do. 6, 12, 18, 28, 32, and we'll burn one meta magic to re-roll these.
Okay.
32, I think, is what I left off at.
Yep. 32.
Oh, so worth it. 42, 46 points of lightning damage.
Okay, let's see here. So, whoop. Okay, so they're gonna take that much, and Shambo's gonna take the full amount. How much is it?
48.
48.
Yeah.
Okay. And his body starts to crisp up. How would you like to kill Shambo?
Just truthfully, as painfully as possible.
Okay. The lightning starts from inside his body, and he looks at you as his mouth opens. Its insides lighting up as he dissipates and turns to nothing but ash.
This murder brought to you by Thor's Thunder.
That's the drink he's drinking.
It is.
Orna looks up and she goes, "Now we kill the big thing, yes?"
Yes,
and I'll
please.
turn and look at Orna and I'll go, "Yes, now we kill the big thing." And I'll call my hammer back to my hand.
Okay. And
It's on like
we're
Donkey
back
Kong.
at the round. So I'll give it to you, Thor. Start up.
Oh, sweet. I will fly towards him and take a two-handed attack now because I can do that. Because I have two hands.
Okay.
Do.
Phenomena.
Do. It's a natural 18 for a 29.
That'll hit.
My first attack. Second attack is a natural 15 for a 26.
Yeah, both will hit.
Okay, so that is 2d10. Oh, 3. That sucks. 5 is 8. Plus 12 is 20. And then I get d4s on both of that. 1. And then a 4. So 25 points of damage total.
Okay. So let me see here. And that is a combination of bludgeoning and lightning, or?
Yes. So the bludgeoning is most of it. The lightning is only 5 points.
Copy. Okay. I got it.
Cool. And that's all I got.
Okay, give me 1 second. I'm just doing some quickness here. And that, so that brings me to... Okay, cool. It is now going to be Arnoth's turn. And he's going to go ahead and multi-attack you again, Thor, with his bite and his claws.
Cool.
Oh, he's not held anymore.
No, Orna dropped it.
Yeah, she dropped it.
Okay, that is a crit for the bite.
Cool.
Okay, that is a nat 16 for the claw.
Cool.
And then that is a 14 for the second claw.
That is a miss.
Okay. We're going to do this first. We're going to do the bite. I'm going to need a good chunk of dice. Give me 1 second, please. How are you guys doing so far? How's everyone doing?
Chilling.
Peachy Keen, Avril Lavigne.
Just fine, Mr. XY.
Oh no.
That means he's doing bad.
No. Why is our thing not showing anymore?
What thing?
The D&D overlay on Twitch.
I'm not sure.
Curiouser and curiouser.
One more die.
Man, this is really where I miss Old Thok.
Old Thok?
Yeah, couldn't he cancel out critical hits?
I think he could have.
Wake me up.
Right.
Oh, he ain't
Wake
got
me
that
up.
here.
Wake me up inside.
That's my favorite song in Kingdom Hearts. Okay, with the first bite. This is very whelming. Okay. And that. Missing one. There it is. Okay. This is awful. I should just have a dice app.
I thought you did.
I did.
Is the shadow on your character?
Hold on.
Shave me.
Save me.
You're going to take 46 points of piercing damage from the bite.
Okay.
Okay, and then from the claw. And then 23 points from slashing. And then I need the three of you to make strength saving throws again.
Boy.
Cocked. Bad.
Don't
Not
fuck me
good.
this die.
Huh. Still a 15.
Teen.
Okay. What did you get, Loki?
10.
10. Thor?
15.
15. Okay. So both of you are going to fail the save.
Cool.
Orna got a 19 again.
And this
She
is not
can't
something
do-
I can counter spell?
This is not. This is internal.
Okay. Oh, this is the same. Right.
Yeah. This is the... It makes 4 attacks. Luckily, you're not fighting it underwater, or else it'd be a real pickle.
I mean, we couldn't breathe, so
Yeah, that's on top of all the shit it can do in water.
Like
You're both
breathe.
going to take 27 points of acid damage.
Mm.
And both of you are going to be pulled towards the Rastolith.
okay. I'm already there.
So, Loki, you're going to be right next to Thor.
Okay.
And then I'm just going to divide that for Orna. So she's going to take 14. There it is.
Just in case you were wondering, Loki, that round fucked me. Just so you know.
Yeah.
Uh,
Feeling.
It is, in fact, Loki's turn.
Okay. So Loki looks at Thor and kind of gives him this look of, I don't want to die today. How does the demon look?
It looks bruised. I wouldn't say it's bloody.
Yeah, so I look at Thor and say, live to fight another day.
No.
Fuck. Okay. So he's not going to leave his brother, but he has to try. Jesus. So he's not.
You're like, please.
Please. Oh, wait, where is it? Okay, so Loki, being this close, reaches back and touches his staff and uses it to cast command. What's a command word for prone?
Probably lie.
Lay.
Sleep?
Lie.
So command, it's for everyone, right? It's not like control monster or control person, right? Or
It
hold
just
person.
it just says a creature you can see within range.
Okay, that works.
Yeah, it just can't be directly harmful, so I will.
Okay.
I'll just say lie. But I'll be very like my intention is that it's to lay down, not to tell a non-truth, which you can't do because zone of truth is still up.
You caught him.
Aha!
And
In your
what's the
face.
save for that?
It is wisdom 17.
It's so good at wisdom saves.
No.
I'm being sarcastic. It's not. I got a 15.
Woo! Okay, so he's prone.
Yep.
Loki is going to take a few steps back. Grab his potion on the way,
Okay.
and that's it.
That's it. Okay.
And
Okay.
It lasts one turn, so until my next turn.
Till your next turn. Got it. Okay. Orna is going to point at Arnolith, and her eyes are going to milk over as she casts Hunter's Mark on him.
Ooh, paladin.
Not a paladin.
Hunter.
And she's going to go
Ranger.
Ranger. You pollute my land, beast. And you do this in my name, of Umberly's name. I will destroy you. As she's going to jump. Well, she's going to throw the trident first. And let's see how she does with that. That's going to be a 19. That just hits. As first is going to be a d12 plus 6. Plus 1d8. Oh, that's all fours. Nice. 12, and then so that's going to be 18 slashing or piercing, and then she's going to jump up, and using her movement, she's going to pull the trident out, and she's going to strike again into him with it. Okay, that's going to be a modded 20 to hit. Okay, and that'll be an additional 17. Okay, and then we are back at the top of the round.
Cool. So he's still prone, right?
He is still currently prone. Those should have been auto crits, actually.
Yeah, they should have been.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just double what she did.
Cool.
Minus, whoops, that's not right.
Knowing that they would be auto crits, Thor is going to take a deep breath, focus himself, knowing he just got the shit kicked out of him a little bit.
Yep.
And he's going to use an ability that Mjolnir gives him, where he gets one charge of chain lightning,
Mm-hmm.
and he is going to cast it on the Wastrolith. It auto fails the dex save because it's prone.
Right.
So that is 10d8 double.
Woo!
Go ahead.
Fuck me up with that 20.
Okay. Whew. All right. Bear with me for this math. So that is 8, 15, 20, 25, 32, 36, 40. And then I'm going to re-roll these 3, burning another meta magic.
Okay.
Okay, that ended up better. Say 43. Is
Okay.
that where I was at? Was that where I was at?
You were. It sounded like you were at 43. Yeah.
I can do math really quick, I think.
Uh,
15,
more than
20, 25, 29, 33, 40. So 49 for the first 10d8.
me. Okay.
Oh my god. I'm gonna re-roll a lot of these. 5, 10, 15. And then I'm gonna burn, I'll do 19. And then I'll burn 2 more, 2 more meta magic points to re-roll these 6. 15, 19. It's better. 19 plus 6 is 25. 29, 30, 44, plus 7 is 51. So
Thor.
all told, 94 points of lightning damage.
How do you want to do this?
I
Got 2
just
fiends
want.
under your belt.
I just want just the biggest lightning arc just flashing off of me, crazy, and to just come down in a solid stream and like just completely burn a hole through the monster.
Okay.
And it's not even bleeding, it's just charred. Like all of the insides,
seared.
all the way through, just seared all the way through. As Thor will then fall to the ground, hammer first, and just start taking very deep breaths because he is beat to shit.
Okay. We are out of initiative as you light up, and it's your mouth, your eyes, any pore. It almost emits this light as you call a beacon through. You bisect the Arnolith as it's almost like it opens and it starts to pull through back to the 9 hells as there's nothing but char.
Damn it.
There's a sound of rushing water as Orna is looking up. Your portal is gone and the water is starting to slowly rise higher and higher. And she looks at the 2 of you and she goes, "We have 5 minutes." As she grabs you, Thor, by your chest plate, and she starts dragging you to the slightly higher boat.
Anna,
I can walk. And I'll like kind of not bat her off, but like situate myself.
the Wastrolith is gone, you said?
It is gone, yes.
Okay. Then I was gonna take a horn or a tooth. Fucking cat.
There was nothing left of the horn and tooth as it started. You know this of fiends. The minute they die, they start to get dragged back down to the 9 hells. You saw that similar with Liliandra.
Yeah. All right. Then what I will do is walk over to. I guess I'll pop back to the battle screen. Walk over to Shambo, since he's.
Shambo is nothing but ash.
Oh, him too.
Yeah,
Fuck.
Thor.
Sorry.
Lightning to both of them.
I was hoping. Well, okay. So is his necklace ash?
Go ahead and roll a investigation check as you're starting to sift through ashes as water is rising higher and higher. That the ashes will soon be engulfed by seawater.
16.
16. I'll say that you're able to find a cracked half fragment of his amulet.
Half. Cracked. Amulet.
And Orna's gonna look at you, Loki, and goes, "Can you breathe underwater?"
No, but this could
Then
be
come
helpful.
closer.
Okay. He's got the thing, puts it in a satchel, and then comes up. Comes to the outside.
And she stands, and as the water is slowly rising higher and higher, and she goes 3 minutes.
Should we go now?
And she looks at you and goes, "Go where?"
Are we not going up?
There's no portal.
Oh, that's right.
And she looks at you and she goes, "You are not smart, are you?"
I get distracted. It's a condition.
You should see a doctor.
I tried. They can't help me.
Then you are dumb. Looks over at you, Thor, and goes, "Are you okay?"
I'll be okay. I can try and fly us. I don't know how well that will work.
No. Your bodies would pop.
And in that moment, Thor is going to close his eyes and think to Helm in hopes that he's able to transport them somewhere closer,
Okay.
somewhere
Go
less
ahead
wet.
and roll a religion check. As you're doing that, Orna goes 2 minutes.
8.
You don't feel anything. And go ahead and both of you roll perception checks again. And you could do this on Orna.
Modded 20.
Oh, that was pretty good. Nope, 17. That's 6. Looks a lot like a 5.
You two are slightly panicking, slightly hyperventilating. She looks calm and she's looking at the both of you very confused. Why are you breathing heavy?
Trying to get as much oxygen into my body before the water just kills us.
We have 2 minutes.
Yeah, right, to live.
No. 2 minutes till our ride gets here.
All right.
Yes.
Okay. Loki's he's like, all this shit is not, I've never seen it before. I didn't think it was going to happen. Fuck it. She's right. And so he's relaxed. He's like, okay, yeah, our ride's going to be here.
And the water is rising more and more. And soon you are enveloped by it as salt water fills your mouths and lungs as Orna is floating. It looks like she's almost like in glass as her hair slowly wafts as she looks at the two of you, and you can hear her perfectly as she goes, 1 minute, as you feel your lungs start to burn and the bubbles slowly start trickling. Both of you roll con checks for me.
Checks,
saves.
not
Check,
say.
not
Oh,
saves.
saves.
Roll saves.
16.
18.
Okay. 16, 18. You're both holding your medal as panic is starting to set in, and you see a very small smile, and she goes, 30-second. I can have him loop around if you prefer to hold your breath longer.
Loki will cast Minor Illusion and say, no.
As
No.
Thor shrugs, and she goes, 1 minute.
No.
And go ahead and make con saves one more time for me.
21.
21.
Woo, brothers.
Okay. As she kind of looks and she goes, tough. Gestures over as the two of you turn around. You are in the dark depths of the deep, only lit by the trident that you have lit up, Thor. And she looks over and you see a small smile as this massive mouth opens and envelops the three of you as you are essentially chopped. and water starts to spill out as you are filled with this very stale, stagnant air as you are in the mouth of a blue whale. I Pinocchio'd you.
Okay. Is he here?
Is who here?
Pinocchio.
Nokia.
You can ask him.
He is real.
He goes, "Why you do this to me?" Because he's Italian. Papa, why?
Why did you curse
Uh,
me with life?
We live. As the three of you are currently in this blue whale's mouth, and she just slowly strokes his tongue with her hand and says something in her language that seems soothing.
As she talks, I want to cast Comprehend Language on myself.
Okay.
And if I can on Thor, let me see. But I know I can cast it. Okay. It just says self, so I'll cast Comprehend Language on myself.
Okay. And it sounds like as it translates, she is saying something. She's saying, "Bootsmara, you did so well. So well." And she goes, "Take all the time you need. We are safe. We are safe."
I will look at Orna. Just be like, how long do you think it's going to take to get back to the shore?
And she goes, "I do not know."
And then Thor is going to sit down on the tongue, and then he's going to lay down, and he's going to take a nap, try and get a short rest in.
Okay. And Princess Orna says, "It'll be a lot quicker if we go back to the palace. I can get more of my recruits to help with the wharf now that the wizard is gone. I trust in Meryl's ability."
Are we no longer concerned about geysers? That was a problem when we left.
And she looks at you and she goes, "No, I'm not concerned about the geysers."
Cool, me either. No, geysers are stupid.
And when he hears that Honor's not concerned anymore, that's all he was looking for. He lays back in the most relaxed pose you've ever seen. Also casts Mage Hand, and the Mage Hand is going to. So she was petting what?
What's that?
What was Orna petting on the whale? You said she was petting
The tongue.
the tongue? Okay, the Mage Hand is going to pet the whale as well, as Loki just lays back relaxed.
And she's going to look at the two of you and go, "You two rest. I will scout ahead." As she moves through the whale's teeth as they have those bristles. And you see her pass through. As you are two, I will say the two of you are now left amongst yourselves in this whale's mouth.
Well, quite an adventure we had today.
That feels like an understatement, almost.
You know, you could have waited to let me get the horn.
Waited for what, Loki?
For me to cut the horn off. And he gestures to his necklace where he's got teeth of, like, Shambling Mount, not the Shambling Mount, whatever it was, the first thing we killed. Just everything he's killed, his trophies. Like, you could have just... He's like, you know, that scene in Jurassic Park? I can't remember the guy's name. Open shirt, laying real sexy.
Jeff Goldblum.
Jeff Goldblum. He's laying kind of like that, looking at Thor. Like, you could have let me... I wanted this to remember.
He very well could have killed me if I had waited, Loki, so no.
Oh, you've died before. You always come back.
Until I don't.
see how the team's doing.
I gave Valdonna my necklace, so feel free to check in.
And Loki kind of scooches over while still laying down, puts his head to Thor's head, and touches the necklace. He's hoping that they can both hear. He doesn't know. And
Sure.
says, "We're safe. How are you?"
Excuse me, moment passes. A bit overwhelmed, but it looks like things are dying down, but there's a lot of damage.
Do what you can. We're going to be a while.
And she goes, tell me something new.
And he touches the necklace again and says, "We killed a demon.
2.
2 demons." That was Thor.
And there's another moment, and she goes, cheers.
They said cheers.
And then Thor will reach into the bag of holding, and he will pull out. Hold on, please. It's on my phone. It's not written in my notes. Justin gave me a cool thing.
Ooh.
I did? I don't give you
Cool.
cool things.
You don't give me any cool things ever.
Look at your stupid fucking hammer.
Stupid hammer. So dumb. Sorry, I'm trying to find it. Just to progress the story, I have a bottle of Odin's whiskey.
Fancy.
I think I have a half bottle of Odin's whiskey, and I pulled that out, and we just start to drink.
Loki drinks.
Yeah, I have a half bottle of Odin's whiskey, and we just start to drink.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it. Loki's
All right.
Loki's not got much to say. He's tired as fuck.
Okay. I'll say you guys benefit the short rest as it takes a few hours. I'll say not a full 8 hours, or else you would get a long rest before the princess reappears and she goes, "We are several miles away from my palace. Here, you're going to need these." As she puts both gestures for your hands to outreach, and she'll place in each of your hands a ring of water breathing.
Oh.
Lovely.
How well can you swim?
I will show. I'll gesture to my adamantine plate, and just be like, "Can I fly through the water?"
You can attempt to.
Cool.
And she looks over at you, Loki.
Not great. As he's
And-
wearing scale mail.
She looks at you and she goes, "You will have to ride my back like a child."
Wouldn't be the first time.
I
First
do
time with
not
you.
understand.
First time with you, just not the first time. And I think the Odin's whiskey and the adrenaline dropping plus the inebriation pumping, it kind of has him just a little. Would be the first time. Love riding backs.
Do not get smart with me, Land Dweller, or I will snap you like a twig.
Lucky for me, you already said I'm dumb. Can't get smart, can I?
No, you cannot.
Then we are at an impasse, are we not? And he flashes a smile, be like, "Hey, come on, like me."
Go ahead and roll a persuasion check at disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
Yeah,
Okay.
dude.
But I'm so great. Okay, you said persuasion?
Yes.
6.
And she looks you up and down, and not in a cool way, like from shoes to face, and she goes, "Prepare for launch." As she stands in front of you, and she waits for your arms, Loki.
Before that occurs, as much as I'm excited for it, Thor will go to Orna and say, thank you for your help down there. I hope you know that this is not the end. I don't know if you're aware, but the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse are raining down on us as we speak. And it sounds like the Wastrolith, their boss, is one of them. Famine. We'll need your help again.
I will think of it.
And Thor will, before she turns away or faces in the other direction, he's going to, I want to say be more stern, but be more stern and be like, Princess, I appreciate your candor and your distaste for us land dwellers. But if you think for a moment what is happening up there will not come down here, well, we've already proven that that's wrong. They will not stop at Sherbo Wharf,
Yeah.
right?
Sherbo Wharf.
They will not stop at Sherbo. They will try and take it all.
Go ahead and roll a persuasion check.
If I can help and say, we've already seen the damage firsthand, and this, what we saw above the waters, a tenth of it.
Do I get advantage?
I'll say it's a straight roll now.
Damn it.
So kind of.
12.
I cast bless.
She looks at you and she goes, "Then I will protect the ocean till my last gasping breath." And she looks at you, Loki, and she goes, "You will want to grab onto my shoulders. If you're not grabbing on, I will leave you here."
You don't understand. And now he's getting angry.
Yes, ma'am. And while Thor's getting more serious, Loki's like, fuck this shit, and is just holding on.
You don't understand. This will not stop here. We helped you. And the best you're willing to give us is a maybe?
And she looks at you and she goes, "You helped me."
Did we not? We ridded your ocean of a beast.
Demon.
I did not ask for interference.
And
did
you would
not-
have died down here if it wasn't for us.
Then so be it. I die a warrior.
Listen, Princess, you have a lot to learn about being a warrior.
Why? Because you say I do, God.
This has nothing to do with being a god. This has everything to do with being right. Doing what's right by people, not just for yourself.
You do not know what is right for me.
No, but I know what's coming and you don't. I've watched people I love be slaughtered. Don't pretend for a minute, for a second, you know my pain, princess. And I won't pretend to know yours. And Thor will slide the ring on and just start spinning the hammer, trying to like get ready to go.
Okay. She's gonna tilt her neck, crack, put the arms out, and she's grabbing your wrists, Loki, as she kind of crouches down, and she goes, "Follow me." As the mouth begins to open, as water begins rushing through, as she uses the tongue as a jumping off point, like almost like a track runner, and
Boing.
pushes forward with her legs. Go ahead.
Oh, I just said boing.
Boing.
Yeah.
As Thor, you throw the hammer and it pulls you as you follow suit. And we will end tonight's session there.
Beautiful.
Good stuff. Wow.
That was a fun one.
That was a fun one. It's been a while, guys.
I really
It's been a
like the
while.
way that it
Been a
died
while.
too. Got that brother action.
Yeah.
Brother.
Held him down. You beat him up, just like Talos, right?
Just like Talos.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Talos.
Yeah, you piece of shit.
Piece of poopy.
Well, thank you guys for hanging out and watching another episode of Dungeons and Dragons and Junk Drawer.
Ding.
We will, in fact, be back next week with everybody, the whole crew.
Hell
Back
yeah.
next week. We have a lot to talk about, a lot to discuss amongst ourselves. Expect a very heavy roleplay episode next week as we move north, and maybe, I guess, some battle things. But as we move north to converge upon a forest that there's screams or something happening in, something like that. Yeah, there's a screamy forest or whatever. So exactly. One thing I did forget to do last week, Josh, would you like to read some names from the chat?
Yes, but also no, because it's getting really fucking long, and I don't want to read 16 names.
Okay.
So,
well,
just a big shout out to everyone who was in the chat. I will shout out Mike, because Mike from Florida is in there, and I would like to say thank you for hanging out with us. Glad we get to hang out with you again. It's been 4 months.
1 week since you looked at. Oh wait.
I was going to be, it's been.
And then, yeah, shout out Shawarma Chameleon. You know, you've watched every single episode. You are the light of my life and also
Totally
the
real.
computer in my other room.
Wow.
So, thank you so much for being you.
That's
That's
anything
it.
else you
No,
want to say?
that's
Sure.
it.
Okay.
Fuck you, Donovan.
One more for good luck.
Yeah.
Guys, thank you so much again. We really appreciate you hanging out with us tonight. We will be back next week, same time, same bat channel. Until then, stay safe, be good, and we will see you guys all back here next time.
Shaka bra.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Hey, Mike's back.
Bye.